So, you're a little hungry, you're at the gas station, you decide to get yourself a snack. Another scenario, you're at the movie theater, you get yourself some popcorn to snack on. Is this what you should be doing? Is this a good idea? The answer is no. Stay tuned to hear why I'm not a fan of snacks, what they are, why it impacts you negatively, and how you can handle it. Check it out. So what do I have against snacks? Well, when I'm onboarding a new nutrition client, I go through a list of guidelines. And one of them is there's no snacks. So the first thing is, let's define what a snack is. There's a few ways that I like to do this. One is if you take your total calorie intake, let's just say for easy math purposes, your total intake is 2,500 calories. And you figure out that you should eat 4 to 5 meals a day. So if you take that by the total calorie content, then that gives you about approximately what each meal calorically should be at. So in this case, we're looking at about a minimum of 500 calories. So by definition then, anything below 500 calories in that range is going to be a snack. The other thing that I use to define a snack is if you're not including all the macronutrients, so you don't have a good protein source or fat, carbs or vegetables. For example, could be beef jerky, could be a piece of fruit, could be some cheese and crackers or something like that. Those are all snacks. Now that you know what a snack is, let's talk about why we want to avoid that. First thing is, every time you put something in your mouth, it's going to impact blood sugar. And when blood sugar goes up, insulin levels go up. And we want to avoid that through snacking. The reason for that is your body's either going to store body fat when insulin levels rise, or it's going to hinder fat loss. So we want to minimize that insulin level spikes from snacking. Another thing that happens when you snack, you're actually curbing your body's feedback mechanism telling you that you need nourishment. So it can actually start to misguide you, and when you really need to eat, you're just giving your body just a little bit of nourishment. Then what happens is that can continue to snowball, and before you know it, you're not sure if you're actually hungry and need to eat, or you just have a craving and you need a snack. So we can't avoid insulin levels going up when we eat food, okay? That's gonna happen. However, when you eat a full, complete meal, you're gonna minimize how high that insulin level goes. So when you include all the different food amounts, your protein, your fats, vegetables, carbs, all of that, it's gonna blunt that insulin response, so you're actually going to minimize that. When you eat a full meal and you minimize that insulin response, you're gonna get fuller and you're gonna stay satisfied longer, which is gonna allow that blood sugar and that insulin to drop, and you want to have that maximum time in between meals. What that's gonna do is it's gonna help your body function better, but also from a fat loss perspective, it's gonna help you tap into those body fat stores much more effectively. Now, there are times that you wanna increase your insulin levels, notably after you train. However, again, going back to the eating a meal and not snacking, you're gonna have protein, you're gonna have carbs at this point, and your body's gonna be able to best process that and utilize that. So again, you're not snacking, you're eating a complete meal at this time because that's when your body needs it. Now, depending on my client, carbohydrates are that X factor that some meals of the day, they're gonna be lower, but you're still gonna have your vegetable, you're still gonna have your fiber, you're still gonna have a complete meal. So even though maybe carbohydrates aren't part of a specific meal, it's part of the plan and part of the guidance. So it depends on the individual and the time of day, but when you got a meal per your guidelines. So hopefully that makes sense on why you wanna avoid snacks. So what can you do about it? So the first thing is you want to plan your meals or prep your meals. That way, when you do become hungry, you can eat a full meal. Whether that's something you have already prepared or you've already planned for it so you know what you're going to eat. And the second thing is, and this is actually common sense but so overlooked, is if you're hungry, eat. That's usually your body telling you that you need to eat and you need nourishment. So just go ahead, eat a full meal. If you're hungry and you don't have that meal in front of you, I would argue it's probably best just to hold off and wait until you can eat. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have more questions about meal timing and snacking, feel free to shoot me a message. I'm happy to answer them. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share with others, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, keep making every day count.